Sag Harbor is only 100 miles east of Manhattan. It's 2.5 hours by road. In the summer it's mainly a resort town. In the winter the locals reclaim it and it becomes a working town again, as you can see by the local stores, the Five and Dime, the old Art Deco movie theatre over there, and it becomes a classic working American town again.
There's a huge collection of artists here, writers, photographers. I mean, it just, for some reason, this area, there's a lot of talented people. The reason I wanted to live here in the first place was, as a young man, my friend John Alexander and I, we drove out here to visit Willem de Kooning. And I was just, from that day on, I just thought, this has got to be where I want it, where I'll live someday. There definitely is light out here that's more extraordinary than, say, what you'll get in a city. Living beside the water, you're really truly aware of it.
We chose Sag Harbor, number one, because my family had a house out here in North Haven. My parents have a home up there, so it was very familiar to me. And I'd spent a lot of years out here and loved the town. We also like the history of it and the architecture of it. So for Martin's purposes, we wanted to have a place where our craft would fit in. This is an ancient craft, and I feel like we belong here.
Another thing I like about Sag Harbor, it feels to me like a very maritime community. There's evidence of the history of whaling everywhere. There's a large fishing community here. There's no commercial fleet here. There is over the bay in Greenport, but there's a lot of people who fish, a lot of people have fishing boats, and you can smell it in the air.
Another reason I love Sag Harbor, the town of Sag Harbor, I usually go in there for lunch and go to the post office, and you know everybody in town. That's one of the advantages of living in a small town. But this doesn't feel like a small town because of its proximity to New York. You know, I can be in New York in an hour and a half. So here I am, out in the morning with a fishing pole and my dog, and 6 o'clock in the evening I'm at an opening in New York.
No, I came to Sag Harbor because it's more like a village. It's more charming. I'm painting, I make etchings, and I run a gallery of the director, and I put shows here and there with different local and non-local artists.
Yeah, the other thing I like about Sag Harbor is there's a good mix of the old and the new. There's the old, as I've described, and the continuing vibe of the whaling and fishing industry, together with the new. You've got like stuff, the hippie shop here, and various lots of dinner surf shop, and various little modern, cool little shops, which and I think the two mix very well.
I eat at Sen or the American Hotel. I'd like to say I eat there every day. I just about do eat. I mean, my accountant, who's never been here, had asked me, "What is this place, the American Hotel in Sen?" I said, "How do you know about them?" He said, "Because you spend most of your money there." I mean, in this one area, just here in North Haven, Eric Fischel, April Gornick, Peter Sabbath, Donald Sultan, Donald Lipsky, Terry Hyland, Terry Elkins, all in just this one little area. And I'm sure I'm leaving a ton of people out that are friends of mine. But all those people, we all know each other. We all eat together and hang out together.